Hi, my name is Mercedes, and this is my keto journey. This is not going to be super put together videos because this is like my journal of doing self accountability. So thank you for joining me, and I hope that things I say is helpful, and that if you have like tips and tricks, I am all for it. So I meant to do this almost 2 weeks ago because I wanted to be able to um, have like a as I go type journey where I'm, making a video or a post once a week, but it's my first one after almost 2 weeks. So I started keto March 9 of 2020. And it was a little bit rough, but I felt like my mind was there. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say my mind was there, but I've done um, more diets than I would like to, and I tried to do a lifestyle change, which was the longest that I had ever really like given my all for changing my lifestyle with my relationship with food. But poop hit the fan, and I was not prepared as well as I should have been. And I feel like mentally and emotionally this time it is better. So I took up the initiative on March 9th, which I believe is a Monday, and started eating basically no carbs, and trying to limit my sugar as much as humanly possible. I'm trying to do no sugar, but assist ain't got money. So the sauces I have in the house still have like some sugar, some seasonings still have sugar, but I'm not going over 50 grams. That is my current goal. Would like to go down to 20, but my current goal is to not go over 50 grams. So a few things that I took note of, if this is, your journey and this is you starting, is that within the first couple of days, I had the keto flu. I had the headache, massive headache, and it was sitting kind of like on the sides of my head. I did end up taking some Tylenol because it had just gotten to be too much, and it ended up lingering for about 3 days that I had the keto headache. I wrote stuff down just in case. So I won't forget anything. My energy was terrible. I had like no energy, dude, seriously. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sleep. My kids were running around. It was terrible. And, with that lingering headache, no energy, I just felt like, oh my gosh, like a little bit nervous because of this dang on it virus. And I'm doing this as people are, the threat and the intensity and the scare of the virus is going up. I'm like, oh my gosh, is it because I'm changing up my eating, my lifestyle, or do I have something else going on? But after about 3 days, it started to even out. So after 3 days, I was like, oh God, I think I can eat quinoa because it's like a protein-based grain. Yeah, no. So I was eating that, oh gosh, for like 3 days, and then realized I've been going over 50 grams. I'm not supposed to be eating keto or quinoa. It's not keto friendly. So, and that was like the 7th day. So the next week came around, I knocked out the quinoa. I started eating this almond bread, which has been life-changing. I eat the almond bread like slathered in butter and peanut butter. But it's the almond bread recipe that I use is 3 tablespoons of almond flour, 1/4 of a teaspoon of, I believe it's baking powder, might be baking soda, and then 1 egg, and I believe it's 1 tablespoon of butter. And you mix it up real quick. You can put it in ramekins or a microwavable safe dish. and you microwave it for 90 seconds. You know, fry it on the frying pan after it comes out to get it kind of toasted or browned. Or some people put it in their toaster, and it's life changing because it's very dense, and so it helps you not to feel very hungry. And it's been a lifesaver for me, so I'm really happy that I found that. I don't have a book, so if you're starting out and you're like, I don't have a book, I don't have a website that I really like, I just been putting in Google search keto friendly recipes. If there's something specific that I want to eat, then I put in keto with chicken, keto with beef, you know, and that's been helping me find different recipes that are working for me. So I have been learning a lot about carbs, and this is just within the last 2 weeks, right? So carbs are pretty hurtful. And I wish I could say more than that, but I'm still processing all the things that carbs do and how much sugar and carbohydrates are in all of our foods. I watched this really good show on Netflix. Man, I should have written it down, but it's on Netflix, and it's specifically about the ketogenic diet. And it was a really great eye-opener. It was about kids that deal with seizures and people that are on insulin because they have really bad type 2 diabetes, and how their lives were kind of turned around by adjusting and using the ketogenic diet. This specific video, I'm not really going to go into what keto is because I am still learning about that. So I encourage you to really look that up and understand keto is kind of short for ketosis. There are some really good people on here that talk about that. So I hope that you check that out. I don't know my weight. I intentionally did that. Also, I don't have a scale, so I don't know my weight. I did take some measurements to start out with. I did it of my neck, my breasts, my waist, my hips, and my thighs. And I did do that at the 2-week mark. So again, I have no idea the difference that has been made or happened within the last 2 weeks. I know that my mother had made a comment like, oh, you look kind of different. Look like you're like tightening up a little bit. Which honestly, I'm one of those people that I don't really want to know that. I don't want to know that any change is happening. I just want it to happen. And I don't know if there's some type of syndrome or if there's a selfish thing about it or not. I don't really care. I just don't really want that feedback. I don't. I just want to feel better. I want to have a better ideal about myself, and just be me as I go along and try to be healthy type of thing. So I was not writing down what I'm eating, but I recently started doing that in the last couple of days, and it's been kind of an eye-opener. Because I imagined before this that I was snacking a lot, and now I'm not. Today I've been unusually hungry, but anyhow, I haven't really been eating as much as I think I was usually eating, which is hard to compare because why? Because I wasn't writing down what I was eating before. So thank you so much for going on this journey with me. I love feedback. So if you know some things about keto that you like to share with people, I just started looking at Reddit to kind of check out what is on there about food and what they have to say about keto, the ketogenic lifestyle. And that has so far been pretty helpful. They had actually made some suggestions about movies, but then when I was going down the movie list, there was nothing on Netflix. So that's pretty much it. If you're beginning keto, congratulations, and I wish you to go far and to feel healthy.